fact that this Sultan of Sokoto, this guy is an Islamist. He's not a traditionalist. Okay.
He's a terrorist.
So we have to get it very, we have to be able to distinguish the different variants.
Exactly.
He doesn't believe in tradition, and I will explain it. So he's an Islamist, a religious fundamentalist. They took Ilori from Yorubas, and the Yorubas that are in Ilori, they tried to exercise their traditional rights in Ilori. They stopped them. The Fulani stopped them because they're in charge of, they've taken Ilori, basically. So, and their reason for stopping it is that it's not in agreement with Islamic belief system, their Yoruba tradition. So then you ask yourself, so why then are you going to make the Sultan of Sokoto, who doesn't believe, who is not a traditionalist but a religionist, Islamist, to become the head of tradition when he's not a traditionalist?
I wonder.
They didn't allow the Yoruba traditions to perform their traditional rites in a lorry that they've conquered. So what business, so these are hard questions that people don't ask. They condemned traditional practice system because they said is haram in Islam. So what is the sense of making him the head of all the tradition in the entire country? That doesn't make sense, even one bit. Now, to sort of assuage the Yorubas, as usual, they take the Oni to kind of partner with him in what they called permanent position. That is even the underlined word, permanent. They make that traditional position that will be given to the Sultan. They make it permanent, meaning that it's not even rotational as to say, okay, maybe, if you know what I mean, but they just give it permanently with the Yoruba. So, and as usual, the Yoruba medias and the rest of them, they are now sort of,
they're not
they keep quiet.
As long as it favors them a little bit and the Igbos are not in the picture, they are okay with it.
Exactly. That has always been the name of the game. From the get-go, it has always been like that. And that is why when you look, you see the conspiracy between the two, that you always have this back and forth of leadership position, the presidency. They keep doing it, and it's not intended. There's no any sign that is going to change. I have quite a lot to say this morning, but I will just do my best to kind of shorten it. The problem we have, like I've been emphasizing, is this criminal impostors that the same Fulani hijacked the Nigerian system has succeeded in imposing on us. Therefore, because if not for that one single simple reason, you and I wouldn't be so bothered about this thing, because we're a nation now. It's been declared. We are out of that. So the Yorubas and the Fulanis, they can continue for all they care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But because we have this glitch on us from these criminal politicians, that I keep saying it, we must find a way to deal with them, because they are our issue, not whether they make traditional whatever. Are you going to tell me that the traditional Obi in Igbo land is going to be subordinate to some immigrant that came from Futajelon? God damn it! How is that going to be possible? That Ndibo, Asian people, if you know what the word Ndibo means, Asian people is going to be subordinate to a guy whose father, Usman Dafodio, migrated from Futajelon, they are not indigenous. And you ask yourself, what kind of Senate or National Assembly, who are the people sponsoring such Jesus Christ? Who does that in a National Assembly? That a guy will know their history. Obasanjo, even everybody acknowledge, everybody knows that these guys came from Futajelon. So it's going to be the head of the ancient people who has been from the ancient of time. That is crazy. Again, we are not supposed to be bothered about all this crap, if not for these politicians. I look at Soludo. Soludo comes to Anambra, is acting lion. Soludo acts lion in Anambra, but we saw Soludo during the inauguration of this drug baron. Soludo was like a cat,
they sent him out. He wanted to go to the platform. They sent him out.
Bro, we saw the video. I still have the video where Soludo was like, I don't know if you've seen a cat trying to enter a place, the way he moves. That was exactly what Soludo was. And he was not allowed in because it was a place for the VIP. But he comes to Ali Igbo, he becomes a lion. Jesus Christ. But this is a guy that cannot stand up and speak because the same Fulani hijacked Nigerian system, they put him there to go and do their bidding. So, trust me, bro, these people, they are our problem. They are our issue primarily. As for the Yorubas, for me, I've always known from day one that we're at war. We are definitely at war. And war is not always and at every time, meaning shooting here and there, but there are physical wars, there are psychological wars, it varies. Yes. But you must be attentive. You must pay attention to every one of them because every one of them is aimed at bringing you down and taking you out. And that is what Biafra and Igbo in particular faces in Nigeria. It's an existential threat that we faces. The Yorubas will always cower in. They will always join with these people when it favors them. It's only when it doesn't favor them they kick against it. So these people, this caliphate, they are also smart enough to know when to bring them in and when not to. Yes. Because when they talk about indigenization, the Yorubas opposed it vehemently. They were the most opposing sector in it because they know what it portends. See? So this is the thing that it's just sad. It's just unfortunate that this is the situation we find ourselves with these politicians. And I don't know, bro. There's something, bro, Greg. Yeah, before I forget, also I wanted to make brief mention on it. I think Bro Greg must have seen the video of this sister that lives in Canada. It's her YouTube channel is Nezeville. Yeah, Nezeville, sort of, So she did because she's a one Nigerianist. So therefore, I'm not usually like a huge fan. I'm not a fan. But to be fair, she did an amazing job on that video that exposed FFK, right? So I think Bro Greg must have seen that video because I saw it and I think it was yesterday. I wanted to let you know. I think it's important that...
My brother, I am surprised to hear that FFK married another Igbo girl.
Yeah, I've not seen that the video you're talking about. I only saw saw it on newspaper and on tweet.
Okay. Okay, because from some of the things you said, it just struck me as somebody who has seen the video because she did amazing. Again, like I said, even though she's a one Nigerianist, that's why I don't, just like the other one too, Coriza, she did well too. I don't follow them much. I don't pay attention because they're all one Nigerianists who are...
A bunch of idiots who pretend to be sleeping when they are awake.
Exactly. So these are misguided individuals. So I don't pay much attention. But when they do well, like this sister in Canada did, she's an Igbo herself, so she really, really did justice to the issue. I will recommend that our people let everybody go and take a look at this video because she did justice to it. How much deception and hatred from some of these Yorubas. I'm not going to generalize it, but they're primarily in position of powers and they are using it to oh my goodness. You must see this video. How much the things FFK pulls out of his mouth about Ndibo, yet he continued to marry Ndibo. not because of how much he loves or cares about Ndibo, no, but he has his own motive for doing all those, because the behavior and the things he has in the past during the election, even after the election, he completely destroyed the career of that guy who contested governorship of Lagos State because the mother is Igbo.
Though you know that he has Igbo children,
and he has Igbo children, exactly. So you begin to.
The guy is doing it because of what he had with this so-called useless Bianca. So
yeah,
and Ojukwu coming between them, he did not get Bianca. So because of that, he want to show the Igbo lady that they are nobody and they can buy them with money at any point in time. That is only what Fire Kayode is doing. Thank you.
Yeah, but the thing is, from what he said was that he was sleeping with Bianca in London. That's what he said. Now, I don't know, but that was exactly his word. That is what he said. And he continued on this pattern. But that is just even just side issue compared to the things he was saying in videos that some of us have also seen, to the extent that Nnamdi Kanu has to intervene at some point, So it's important that we must see these videos, regardless of the fact that this sister is a one Nigerian, but it's important that we know our enemies because they come in different forms, shapes, and they apply different tactics. It's real. This hatred is real. Let nobody get it twisted, my brother. Thank you so much, brother Chus, and everybody in the panel. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. These people, just as you said, the hatred is no longer hidden. Any Biafran today that is pretending that you don't know your haters, you are just pretending. Any Biafran that is of age today, you don't know how these people hate you. These Awolowo boys hate you. It doesn't matter how you laugh at them, or whether they marry you or they're your in-law or your whatever. They just wait for that opportunity. They will show you how they hate
sorry. Yeah, sorry, Master. Let me quickly say this, because I saw a video from Charlie Boy and one guy, BVM, stuff like that, and some other guys, VDM, Very Dark Mountain. So they are saying that the change of name, because they changed the name of the bus stop that bears Charlie Boy, and so many others, and they said they are trying to, this is the when you begin to lie to yourself, that is when you know that you are in a big mess. When you don't want to face the reality, to confront it, you are looking for a way to water it and to make you feel good. So they say the Chinedus and Chalaba, they are saying that is because of election, the coming election. That is why they are doing it. That is politics. Okay. So you use that word to make you, feel good. That is not what it is. But the enemies, they know where they are going. They know what they are doing. But you are calling it politics. Well, for them, it's beyond politics.
Much
politics. But this is the problem. When people are deluded, they want to see something that to close their eyes away from the truth. This thing was planned earlier on. It was well organized, and we saw it on the video when they were mapping out this plan, how they were going to come after Ndibo. If you remember, some years back with Shetima and Wonkule, they were saying these things, that they were going to begin to change them. They were going to begin to change the names. They were going to begin to take away their businesses. It's a gradual process. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's a step one after the other. So, and you are sitting there telling me that it's because of election. Really? Just to make you feel good. So I'm just putting it out for people to know that this is the problem. When people don't want to face the truth, you are being systematically decimated in a country you think belongs to you, but it doesn't belong to you. So all these ones, the reality they should confront is Biafra. There's no two way. I've said it countable number of times. The redemption, the only redemption for Ndibo, for Biafra in that country is Biafra. Anything other than that is illusion. You are wasting your time. Thank you.
Illusion. Strong illusion. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that very speech. It is very spot on and direct. And those who have ears, let them hear. Our brother Max, take the mic. Our brother Max, let's hear you. Meet yourself, Max.
Thank you so much, and good morning. It's almost 12 here, 10 minutes to 12. Good morning to you, Mazi Chooks, and good morning to my Namoches and the rest of you that are in this studio today. those that are listening to us in abroad and homeland Biafra, I say may God continue to bless each and every one of you. May the hand of God continue to be upon you and protect you in the hands of our enemies, known and unknown. You see, I love what there is one journalist, I think it's an online broadcaster too, they call Mr. Okoro, when he was interviewing Barrister Darlington. Darlington, despite that Darlington is a one Nigerianist, I love what he said. He said the Yoruba people, especially in Lagos, are riding at the back of a tiger. That the poking of noses and eyes is too much. That what they are expecting, the day the Igbo people will rise up in Lagos, they will not go back and begin to trade blames. Oh, Igbo people have destroyed Lagos. Igbo people have, but they will not remember today that they are doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that day will come. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu told them, we cannot, because of your businesses, your empires, whatever business empires, conglomerate that you have spread around Nigeria outside the Biafra land, that will make us to stop from supporting the existence and the recognition of Biafra. What you have to do is, since you have decided to be in these areas, defend yourself with your life. If you die in the process, now you are matter.
Yes, now.
If you die in the process, it be your own be that. That's how we say it in Ghana. Now your own matter. And family home, it doesn't concern me. And family home, it doesn't concern me.
Very important reminder. That statement you are making now is a very important reminder. Wherever you are, defend yourself. Fight from that side. Fight from that axis.
The dog cannot carry excreta on both ears. We are fighting the professional and the strong army that has refused to go and dominate where terrorists are fighting. They send them to your hometown, to your land. And we are fighting them, containing them in that very place, losing your own brothers, your siblings. We are losing them. Your uncles and aunties, your mothers and fathers, we are losing them. Even if it is one, it's enough for you to say, enough is enough. Because you are counting in naira, worthless naira, $1, 1,500 and something. $1, 1,500 and something. That is the reason why you cannot come out and support Biafra. Because of you, we should die. Because of you, we should lose our land, my mother's ancestral land. To hell with you. Because of your houses, because of your mansions, because of the money that you are making over there. That is the reason why I should stop defending the land of my mothers that is almost been taken away. I was listening to Marcel Okocha. Marcel Okocha said they are coming, they are in fact, they said the terrorists are residents in Enugu as we speak. And remember, they fought for Kaduna because Kaduna was the center of North, the political center of North. Ibadan. Also, is it Ibadan? Oh, yeah, I think so. Then Enugu. These are strategic points that these people want to take over. Once they take over these areas, they have their foundation now to launch to the rest of the Biafra land. That is what we are preventing. For those of you that are using your mansions and business enterprises, your money-making machines in the north and outside Biafra land, to tell us not to fight and divide that evil contraption called Nigeria. We will not support whatever. Since you have decided to go there to do whatever, if Igbos, there is no, according to what they are saying, there's no place you go that you will not see Igbos. If you don't see Igbo people, they are run away because that place is not livable. Your father's land, is it burnt? I see foolish Igbo people, some of them going to Lagos to fence a swamp. They bought it in millions of naira. But bring that million, you use $1 billion of naira to purchase a plot of land in a swampy area, waterlogged area, and fence the water. You will not be looking for money again to Sanfield before you start putting your platform. That is what you do. The money that you are using to build just one duplex there in that waterlogged area will build you about 3 two-story buildings in Southeast, because majority of our land is hardcore. It's hard surface. Our surface ground don't retain water unless where they have what they call unzu. Unzu. I don't know what they call it. Chalk. Is it chalk or unzu? I don't know what they call it. Apra unzu. This one, the people wrap it. Mazu. Remind me. I don't know how they call it. Unzu, because we have the deposit of such things in England. Very slippery. When they mold it, you put salt inside, add it. Unzu, they call it unzu. Dry it under smoke, and they will be leaking it. And I believe that medically it's not good for consumption. Those are the areas that retain water on the surface. Our land absorbs water once the rain falls. Immediately, where my people are, our ground absorbs water. And when you are digging the ground, you will dig up to 5 to 6 feet inside the ground before you start seeing that one they call red mud, latrate or so. You leave it and you are going over there to go and cage, fence, swamp, spend so much money to build. After building, they will use state apparatus now to come and demolish it and told you that you built on a waterway. Then because of your foolishness, I should allow them to take over my mother's land. You are joking. It is not politics. It is not. It is a calculated attempt to whittle you and reduce you to the dust in Lagos. And they are using, where they cannot do it individually, they are using state-sponsored apparatuses to do it against you. What are you going to do? Are you going to take the state government? Why are they not talking? Why are the House of Assembly people not talking? Why is the governor not talking? Why is the deputy not talking? You will come and tell me that it's politics. In politics. Go back to the topic that you have here. Osman Danfodio use. It is only, look, let me tell you, it is only in Ghana. That is why I'm proud of where my father comes from. We don't recognize them. Go and check our constitution. We don't recognize them because we know what they can do. We know their tendencies. But Osman Sambodo entered in, I think, is it 1804, into the Hausa land. He started using that tactics of divide and rule. Foolish people, just like the way we have foolish people in Biafra land today, bought into it, collected money, collected fura de nunu, collected gold, collected cows. They bought them over and in turn use them against their own people. The same thing that they are doing in Imo State now by appointing the Supreme Court governor, empowering him now to use whatever they are using now to do whatever they are doing against our people. You understand? That is what they are doing. That is what they are doing. Today, look at the Hausa people and the indigenous minority ethnic groups in the north. Emirate is ruling them. Today, I heard Asari Dokubo crying. Asari Dokubo, weep not child. Weep not child. Amainabo of Calabari is now under the Sultan.
It's not under Caliphate now. Okay,
when we say it, when I use this proverb, my people, say in Igbo land, they say,
now people where they current, Amainabo and Asari Dokubo.
Yeah. Amainabo is now under the permanent leadership of the Sultan of Sokoto. He is crying. I saw his video recently. He's crying. He's calling this. He's calling this. And in order to spike the Igbos now, the Biafran people and the rest, the Igbos speaking part of Biafra, they now included Oni of Ife. Where is the laughing for you?
But has that been approved? The government approved that?
Anything that is mentioned in Nigeria is a question of time.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true.
See, they will put in there. They would go and check how they
secretly be it.
Exactly. They just mentioned it for you to be aware, and you will not get it again. Before you know it, you will see it in their constitution.
This is what they do. The time when Can I go on?
Go ahead, Max.
Okay. Thank you, sir. The time when they were mentioning Islam in the Constitution, 1999 Constitution, where were the people? Did they know? Did they know? The time when they registered, is it not a Christian that registered Nigeria as an observatory position into the OIC, Organization of Islamic Congress? In 1970 something, by this man, what is his name? Gowon. Was he not the one that put Nigeria there in an observatory position?
Wow.
Before it was not, that was the man that did it. Was he not a Christian? Isn't that an Angas man from Plateau State? People that they used, Usman Danfodio, system. That was what they used. His act, divide and rule. These are what the things the man used to capture them.
The same style. That is what his children are still using to today.
Yes, and use them against their own people. That they can no longer. Today they are below the bar. The only thing that is prevalent in the north is Hausa language. They deceive them. We are Hausa Fulani, Hausa Fulani. Today, Bala Mohammed of Adamawa State, that fair man, is it Taraba or so, will come out and tell you that I am a Fulani man before Nigeria.
Wow.
They have deceived you.